Oh, hello everyone. I hope everyone's having a good Friday. Everyone's week is going well. Everyone's day is going well. Yeah, I hope everyone's day is going well. Everyone's week has been good. Hope everyone's Friday is going well. Right. Just got all sorts all over the place. Fine. We are good. Is that working? That's working. Perfect. All good. All good. Perfect. Hey, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. I have a minor issue. You're totally drained. I'm also drained, and I've not done bloody anything. Well, actually, no. I'm. Yeah, it's not good. It's kind of good. I'm excited. But yeah, we'll see. We're at work, customers being utter ass. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, hello. I might be taking 4 months off of streaming. I might. It's still very early days. And I cannot guarantee anything. It's still very early, still very hard to tell. It's not like I'm going to vanish. I will just try and be more active on Discord. There might be some other stuff I can kind of do. But I think for the most part it might mean that I don't stream, or I stream very sparsely for 4 months. Which could be interesting. But we'll see. Yeah, in that situation, yeah, we'll do some other stuff. We'll figure some stuff out if that is the situation. But it's like very, very early days. As in, like, it's kind of been the last 3 to 4 days that I've kind of been umming and ahhing about it. And I think I might have made my mind up today. But we'll see. Oh yeah, it's nothing serious. It's nothing serious at all, Cloud. I'm considering, and it is very early days considering, but it might happen it might all kind of culminate very, very quickly. I am very much debating going and doing a work season abroad. But it just means that I won't be able to stream or do anything like that for the 4 months while I'm out there. At least not to the same schedule or the same kind of hours or anything like that. I'm umming and ahhing. It's serious umming and ahhing, but I think I should. And that's the concerning bit. is that I think I should. So it's like, even just saying about it, I'm like ridiculously nervous. Like, oh man, I'm so nervous. I'm like, I don't like the idea of doing it, but I'm like, I should do it anyway. But I'm going to do a bit more research into it over the weekend and see, because I do think I want to do it. And I was talking to my parents about it, and they're like, you should do it, because my parents are incredibly supportive. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, yeah, do it. You know, they're always like, you should, while you've got no attachments, you've got no, responsibility, do it. I'm like, do I really want to do it? Like, I've done mild stuff out of my comfort zone these last 2 years, but this would be like so far out of my comfort zone. It will come as a big surprise, Elo. Guarantee you it will come as a big surprise. But no, I'm thinking Japan. I literally was checking the site just before the stream, and they have openings for this November, for potentially booking work and doing work on a 4-month stint. So it's a case of, it gives me like 3 months to build up my wage, because it's going to cost $2,000 to go and do it, plus flights, which again I just read about. I thought flights was included. Flights aren't included, so that's an extra cost. But it will be $2,000, but I'll get a wage while I'm out there. So I'll get a wage, I'll get subsidized housing, potentially, depending on where I work, free meals and things like that. But I'm like, I'm not an adventure type of person. So to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to a foreign country all by myself, that's literally all the way across the other end of the world, I'm kind of like a bit nervous. But other than that, I think I'm like, I want to do it. Hey John, welcome in, hope you're doing well. Week has been good. So you get there, pay a bit, but your housing and meals are covered. So let me double check. I just do my last searches, please. Go. So the place I was looking at, how it works. No. Here you go. So I get a guaranteed job pre-arrival. So basically you got a job out there. Working visa guaranteed. Airport pickup. Orientation. They do monthly online language exchange. Orientation for life in Japan. Local support team. Access to stuff. Academy. Learning stuff. Dedicated trip. Personal concierge. 7 nights accommodation. So the first 7 nights, the first week they'll pay for accommodation. After that you have to do it. Monthly social meetups. Permanent accommodation support. Certificate of completion. 24-hour hotline, social stuff, and marketplace deals. About to go to bed, popped in and say hi. Well, thank you for popping in, John. Enjoy your slumber. Hopefully it treats you well. Well, that's the thing. I'm doing some research, but I think it's very much a case of that's not exactly the case anymore. Like, I very much think it used to be, but nowadays I don't think it's as extreme. But again, I'm very much looking into it over the next couple of days. Yeah, day 1, day 2 to 7, there'll be, you know... Oh yeah, no, it can still happen, but like, if I'm getting hired by a company to work specifically in a resort that accommodates foreigners, they're not exactly going to be kicking you out or like doing that kind of stuff. You know, yes, 100%, like I need to kind of live up to the expectation of Japanese customer service. So, you know, like, you know, have to go above and beyond, have to be, you know, more, you know, can't just suddenly be like, oh, fuck off. I'm not doing that. Piss off. I don't know where that is. Fuck you. Like, you know, it'd have to be similar. And again, they have support. So, like, it's a case of, you know, this company has support, and, you know, I'll go through them, or, you know, I could just leave. But no, my current understanding is you'll get a base pay, you'll get accommodation. It will be subsidized accommodation, so you'll still have to pay. You know, it will still have to come out of my wage. But it's a case of, again, like, it'll be interesting. I'm just interested in it. But in all honesty, I don't know enough about it. So it's like, I'm going to spend the next little while kind of figuring it out and spend the weekend figuring it out. Oh yeah, here you go. So a working holiday offers a wide selection of locations with placements in iconic destinations. Things to keep in mind, while your preferences may be taken into account, location can't be guaranteed. Fine. Wages are typically, again, keep in mind it's Japan, so everything's lower. Like cost of living, blah, blah, blah. 1,000 yen to 1,500 yen per hour. 40 hours per week. Most positions come with very subsidized staff, housing, and meals. So, again, I would be making minimum wage, or less than minimum wage, but I'd have subsidized housing and food. So, and also depending on where you go, I saw that some places do offer lift passes. So on my days off, I could go skiing. Would it still be a livable wage? I think my thinking of it is, the way I'm looking at it is, well, I mean, actually, let's do this. Yen to pound. So keep in mind, minimum wage in the UK is about double what minimum wage is in Japan. So minimum wage in Japan is about £7 an hour. So calculator. Time 40, 60,000. So it's about £280 a month would be my like the high end of my wage. So over the 4 months, it would be about £1,000. So I would basically be paying £1,000 plus my flights to go and do this for 4 months, which I don't think is horrible. But I also don't know kind of the extent to the cost of living out there. Like if I get breakfast and dinner subsidized and it doesn't cost me huge amounts of money, fine. You know, like I can make do with that. The way I'm kind of looking at it is I'm not doing it to get rich. I'm doing it very much as an experiment to see, one, if I could live out there, and two, if I can live out there. Well, keep in mind, my current very well-paying job that I would be leaving to go out and do this, I could cover that difference in a month. Basically, what I'll be making in 4 months out there, I make in 15 days here in the UK. So, like, it wouldn't be for the money. But it's also a case of I don't want to like leave here with debt to then have to try and pay that off whilst working out there. So, I mean, and I'm also trying not to get it taken out of my wage. So I'm very much currently, and I've been doing it this afternoon, been photographing and listing a bunch of, or getting ready to list a bunch of cards and that on eBay, so that I can sell them. But I'm gonna do a bit of research into it over the weekend, and I'm gonna see, because what I'm hoping is I'll go in Monday to work, and I'll be like, look, you've got me basically until November, until the first week, early November, and then I'm out. Like, I'm giving you warning now, so you can plan for me going. Like, my last week will be October. That's what I'm hoping, because then, I'm giving them plenty of time, and I'm not just like dropping in on them and being like, yep, I'm leaving. So I'm hoping, I'm going to see. Again, and it's more so this place that I was just looking at guarantees work before you go, that I'm like, it will be nice to, it's good to have that structure in place. It's not like I'm going out there and having to find work. It's a case of they'll sort out work. I'll just have to go out and do the work. They'll give me an orientation. They'll go through all, they'll take me through everything, what I need, and then go from there. And the good thing is that there'll be other people doing it as well. It won't just be me. It's more a case of getting to say to my family, because my cousin was talking about doing a season abroad, and being able to say to him, haha, joke's on you, I've already done it. Or I'm doing it this year. Because that's the only thing I said, I'm going to be missing the family ski holiday, because I'm going to be out in Japan on the mountains if I go for it during the family ski holiday. my mum went, oh, that's fine, I'll come out and spend a week out in Japan and do skiing. I'm like, okay, I'm sure you will. Which, by the way, she's dead serious on. But, you know, we'll see. We shall see. Again, it's very much early days, and this mainly came on because I was looking at house prices for the last little while, and I've gone, I can probably make it work. Because originally it wasn't going to be I was going out there for 4 months. Originally it was I'm going out there to live. But then I got talked down to 4 months. I was like, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to throw all my savings into it, and then I'm going to go out and I'm going to live out there. And then they were like, maybe look at jobs. Maybe have a taster before going out and doing it. I was like, okay. So yeah, it's turned into 4 months work. Come back, see how I get on. I might then book a year. I might not. But the only downside is it might just mean that the streams will become greatly limited. I think what I will try to do is... well, no, I probably will. Obviously, I won't take my PC, but I'll probably look at taking a DS and my laptop. And then that way I can occasionally just stream. Obviously, it's the time zone will be the big thing. As it's like 2 in the morning in Japan right now, so I wouldn't stream at this time. I'd probably stream 5 hours ago, so like early afternoon, very early morning US. You know who would be a really good person to catch up with is Tomo. Tomo is currently, or does currently, as far as I'm aware, live out in Japan. Obviously, I don't... Oh, no, Tomo might come in. Tomo does come in quite easily. It's just the time zone. That's the thing. It will be like early afternoon US, or it will be early afternoon EU or early morning US. And the thing is, it will be much more work. It will be harder work than I do now. And things like that. That's the thing, I don't know, Cloud. The honest answer is, I don't know. And that's the thing, I don't know if it'll make me happy. It's noon right now? Yeah, but like, I'm talking like 5 hours ago. Because that's the thing, because right now it's almost 3 a.m. in Japan. So it's a case of I won't be staying up that late because I'll be sleeping because I'll have a job. So it's a case of it will be like, I think the US is like 10 hours. But I also don't know my schedule. Like, I don't know if I would be able to do anything like that. What I mean, it's like, I would prefer to say it would be 4 months of no streams, or very minimal streams, versus it will be 4 months of me trying to stream. Because I think I have to admit, I probably couldn't keep up the schedule how I have been keeping up the schedule. But then I'm also like, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with the idea that I was like, I want to make videos. I just don't feasibly think it's possible. I think I'm going to be spending the next few months selling whatever I can on eBay to try and put funds together towards that. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, ideally, in the ideal situation, I would make enough money off of the YouTube channel to be like, I can afford to go out there and just live and just stream full time. But unfortunately, I can't. And it might be, I say, you know what, we'll give it 4 months. I'll do the 4 months and then come back and do it. Come back, try and make it a thing, and then go back out there. But it could also be that I just go, I'm kind of done. Again, I mean, the other day made me realize the 4-year anniversary on this is coming very, very quickly on the channel. We are like 2 months away from the 4-year anniversary. And I know that because Palkia was the 3rd ever stream I did in 2022. August 25th, 2022. Again, I've been doing this long enough that I understand that I can't keep doing it forever. I believe it's the 3rd. Let me look. Analytics. Content. Live. Date. 21st. 21st of August 2022 was the first stream. However, keep in mind, I might be in the cinema watching Fast and Furious on that day. I think out of the regulars, I think Greg has been around the longest. Yeah, it's a Friday, but I might not be streaming. That's the thing, I might do it on the Saturday after. It depends, because Fast and Furious are getting re-released in cinemas, the first one for the 25th anniversary, possibly. I don't know if it's happening in the UK. I'm hopeful it is, but I don't know. So I might have said to my family, "Hey, can we go and see that with all of us?" It used to be a long time ago, almost 10 years ago now. When when I think Fast and Furious 5 and Fast and Furious 6 came out, it was a thing that we would do with my dad and my 3 brothers. But we stopped because the films just got too weird and just weird. So we haven't gone to see any more, but I was like, it's the first one. The first one was good. So I said, hey, can we maybe go and see it? I sent it to my youngest brother. He said, yeah, I'm up for it. And I was like, cool. I honestly cannot remember. I mean, again, it's an unfair advantage. I can click on members and see how long people have been members, but that's kind of the most that I can get out of it. But even then, I can only say based on when I became monetized, which wasn't until I've been monetized since 2024. I think it was just after I came back from going abroad for the first time. But yeah. So to a degree, I'm half lucky because yearly, well, depending on rough monthly costs estimated, I believe, is about £500 in Japan. So okay, yeah, about £500 a month. I think it was probably Dunsparce December, the first Dunsparce December. I think that's when a lot of people came around, or just before the first Dunsparce December. I did the second one. I didn't do one this year, so 25. I did one 24 and 23. 25 would have been when all the shorts... January 25 would have been when all the shorts went up. About. But yeah, it's definitely been a while. I think the longest one who occasionally pops around sometimes, again, very, very rarely, is George. George, I think, last time he popped in was probably eight odd months ago. He pops in very rarely, but sometimes he pops his head in and says hello. He was there before I was talking on streams, which I didn't do until mid 23. I think, because I did a Violet Nuzlocke run. Or I think we called it a Gen Lock, where I was only using Gen 4 Pokemon. Shiny Gen 4 Pokemon. But no, my point that I was trying to make earlier was I have I don't want to say a substantial amount of money. I have a decent amount of money put into dividend investing. And that pays me about £500 a year, which would give me roughly 1 month of living out in Japan without needing to work. Oh, was that my mistake, Cloud? I'm glad. Glad I now know what my mistake was. Complimenting the artwork was the mistake. God, if only there was time travel. I think I wouldn't have the... how many months? I can't remember what badge that is. Let's say 12 months. I wouldn't have the $12 from you. Actually, yeah, no, it's going to be over 12 months now. It's going to be like 18 months. So the whole $18, I wouldn't have got $18 out of you. It wasn't just once too. Damn, it was multiple times? Oh, man. They can't invent time machines fast enough. But no. Again, it's very early days. I'm going to do research, but I'll also probably end up talking myself out of it. That's the thing. Oh, speaking... Not that it correlates too much, but the subject just went across my mind. Speaking of Pokemon packs, I bought myself some unmapped... I bought myself a bunch of starter decks for the One Piece trading card game because they have what's called unmapped packs, which basically mean the hit rate is the boxes, the booster boxes and the cases are mapped, so you know how many hits are in them, but the starter decks aren't mapped. And I bought them for £240, and I pulled 2 cards with a total value of £300. I pulled like the 4th and the 6th best hits from the set. But obviously, once I started, I couldn't stop. So I opened all of them. But they cover the cost of that, so I'm actively going to be selling them on eBay, along with all the rest of the starter decks, because I don't need them. But the rough estimation is about £1,000, and I've not even finished listing half the stuff I could sell. Like, I could go through and sell all of the Crown Zenith Galarian Gallery cards and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm stuck with you now until I go to Japan for 4 months. Then you'll all forget about me, and then I'll come back and I'll just be streaming to no one again. And I'll be like, oh, there's no one. There's no one watching my streams. I'll be like, oh, I didn't talk to them on Discord. They've all left the Discord. They've all left me. I'm all alone. Now, what I'll probably end up doing is we'll figure something out while I'm abroad. It's like I'll try and take my headset. Audio quality might drop. I'll try and prep it so then, you know, it's like figure out that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna see. I mean, I'm like, I should sell like a lot of the stuff that's like overvalued at the moment. I'm like, I should sell my actually, I'm intrigued on how much they are. Ascended Heroes, Pokemon Center ETB. Okay, yeah, £300, 350, Small Tear 360, 2 of them for 700. If I sold my Ascended Heroes ETB, I would be actively like just able to go tomorrow, able to quit my job and be like, yep, I'm leaving for Japan tomorrow. But I can't. Jokes on you guys. I have no notifications on Discord on my phone. So I specifically don't see anything unless I open up Discord myself. And when that happens, believe me, I open up Discord, I look at everything, I go, oh god, and then I close Discord down again and I go, I'll deal with that later. But no, I actively think I'm actively considering it. But I also realize it's going to push me like way past my standard comfort zone. And it's going to be a situation where it's going to be like, right, I can do it. But like it's going to push me harder than anything else has pushed me so far. But then I'm like, it could be really fun. It could be a good experience. Like, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. 40 hours a week is much more than I do now. Well, no, it's going to be like 3 hours more than I do now. So, again, you know, and it might not be luxurious work. Again, hospitality, receptionist, waiter, kitchen assistant, baggage handler, dishwasher, room service, you know, like I could be doing that kind of stuff. Hey, Vlad. Doing good. How are you doing? Hope your week's been good. Gotta stop pressing that. To be fair, I'm mute. All my servers are muted. I don't get any pings or anything. Yeah, I need to do a call on my main non-YouTube Discord of stuff. Been catching a lot of different shinies on Z8. Nice. Hold up. Okay, here's the question, right? Here's a question. So it says 6 months of paid work experience. Now, if I'm looking to do ski, let's just say something to do with the ski season, would that have to be work correlated to ski season specifically? Or could I argue, in IT for the last 5 years, I've been doing customer support, so that counts as customer support, so dealing with customers. Cocoa Puff, that's a good name. I'm very slow to respond if I don't know how to respond. I'll just leave it sitting there. I'll just be like, I don't know how to respond, so I'll leave it. But no, I mean, I don't know. Would that work experience count? I think it could. But my concern is, it's like, how on earth would I get experience in the UK working as a like a ski lift instructor? No, Halo didn't. But yeah, again, you know, like, I don't know, like hospitality, you know, how could I kind of get that work experience? See, one idea is this season I go and do just remedial work, and then I look at getting my ski instructor license the following year, and then go and do that the following year, and then by the time I'm 30, I could be a ski instructor year-round. Like, there is so many potential things with that, but like, it would take my life down a completely different trajectory than what it is now. Yeah, I feel bad about it, and then I forget about it, and then I don't feel bad about it. I'm like, oh man, Cloud's messaged me. And then I close the app, and then I go, I'll go about my day normally. And then whenever I open it up again, I go, oh, Cloud's messaged me. Oh. And then I feel bad, and then I close the app down. And then I forget about it. And then by the time I get around to doing it again, I'll open up the app and I'll go, oh yeah, Cloud's messaged me about something new. That's fine. I can respond to that. I don't feel bad about it. I find it harder to respond than to not respond. It's a real struggle. But no, I do... Part of me is like, I do want to go and do it. I do want to go abroad. I do want to try this living abroad, seeing how I can do. But I'm also just like so incredibly, like, so ridiculously, like, horribly nervous about it. And don't get me wrong, I know that I shouldn't be. And it's like, you know, it should be absolutely fine. But I'm also like, no, I'm incredibly, like, petrified of doing it. You're an annoying ADHDer. Greg might be as well, but we won't know for like 4 weeks. Or is it autism? I can't remember. But to be fair, I'm looking at like a lot of the stuff that I've got sitting in my cupboard, you know, and I'm like, man, some of it is like pretty valuable. Damn, that price has gone up. I forgot I bought these. They've been sitting in the cupboard, and I'm curious to see what they've been selling at. Okay, maybe not. I might pay 104 for them. Let's see. I paid 104. Okay. I paid 104. They're worth 150 now, but I'm like, I'd rather just keep them and see. See, I don't like notifications, so I'll click on it to show that I've read it, and then that's it. I don't always respond. I do it with emails. Emails, I'm always like, click, email, seen. I don't like having the +1 on emails. Really bad. Well, Greg has gone for an actual test, so... the results for that, though, won't be for, I think, 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks, I think he said, so... But no, I'm looking at it, and it's like, I could sell Buy 2 of those. Buy 1 of that. That. Buy 2 of those. Buy 1 of that. I could have enough money that I could quite easily afford to like quit work and go and do this for a year out in Japan. I don't know. I don't know. See, I'm of the mindset of if I sell now, I'm not going to be able to sell later, and I'm like, it's worth more later. But I'm also like, I got to be realistic. Like, what do I want to do with my life? Do I want to buy Pokemon cards and hope that the value goes up, or do I just want to sell them and, you know, take my money out in that regard? Here's the thing, I don't need to sell everything. Like, I can just sell most of it. If I sold 1 of each of my PC ETBs, that would give me like £500. 5 to £800, depending on, you know, how many I sold. And it's like, you know, I could do that. I could sell my premium collection, my Therapagos ones. That's an extra £300. I'm like, I could sell them. Like, I'm not going to open them. I could just sell them. But then I'm also like, well, if I open the Phantasmal Flame booster box, I could pull the Zard. And then sell that. It is literally the Zard or the Gold Zard. Other than that, nothing else is worth any money. It's insane how much like the rest of the set is. It's insane how pumped up that set is, and it's literally only pumped up because of the Charizard. If I check eBay, yeah, like £300. It's insane. Like, okay, yeah, collector is a little high, but still, 320, 330? Madness. But again, it's like I could quite easily, feasibly, over the next few months, sell a load of TCG cards that I've got sitting around. Like, that is just sitting there. Use that as well as my wage to pay for me to do, like, the 4 months easily, and then potentially do 6 months just out living in Japan. Actually, okay, I could, see, this is the thing, I could either go and do a working holiday for 4 months, or go and do 90 days living out there. Without a visa. So, see if I can figure this out. How much would it cost? Because that's the thing. I'm like, if I can go and do 90 days, it's going to cost kind of like hotels, accommodation, whatnot. If I can get it to a decent price, because I can always then go and work after, right? Like I don't have to stay for the full 90 days, but just a rough guideline would be not bad. See, because that's the thing. It's like, I'd need to figure out housing and that. And I could do whatever I want for those 90 days. Again, it wouldn't actually be 90 days. It would be a lot less. It would be cheaper. It would be that. And then afterwards, I can go and do like a work visa. Because that's the thing. I'm now thinking, if I change my mind, and let's say I'm going to do 60 days, so do 2 months, and just do 2 months of skiing in Japan. Or, you know, I'll preface it as 2 months skiing. But, like, do it like a mixed trip. That, I think, would be quite fun. Because, again, it then gives me time to go, explore, kind of figure out what life would be like out there, right? Yeah, okay, it is going to cost me about £3,000 to £4,000. But for 60 days... Then it also wouldn't affect a stream schedule too much, because I can be like, right, well, I'm going to stream on these days anyway. Just freaking Airbnb it for 60 days. It might also allow me to do some property hunting as well. Just trying to think, when would be the best time to do it? Like November through to January? Actually, I think I'm gonna brainstorm this a bit more. I'm gonna look into a couple of ideas, and then maybe on Monday we'll talk about it some more. But like, I could do. Like, let's be honest, 60 days, like 2 months, is an awful long time. It's not like it's a case of, oh, you know, you're only going for a week. Like, I'm not going for 7 days, I'm going for 60. the way I'm looking at it, either way, like, I'd be quitting my job. I would have enough money to support me, let's say December. So, on March, so July, August, September, October, 4. I could, without like bankrupting myself, I could afford to do that in 4 months. Go and do 2 months, and then go and still have enough left over to then like come home and then go back out. I mean, I'm gonna do middle of the road and say it will cost me about £4,000 for the 2 months. So I could do 4 months quite comfortably. Come home. What was it, 7.2? Okay, I could do it like this, which is my thinking, right? I could go do Japan for 2 months with the money that I save from work between now and December. Actually, let me up that. 3,200. Keep in mind, this isn't like selling any of my Pokemon stuff that I'm doing, or my trading cards or anything like that I'm doing anyway. So divide that by 5.5. Basically gives me 6 months. So January. My thinking is, what I'll do is, even though I'm not working, for instance, I'll still pay the rent that I currently pay to live where I live. So like I'll pay that amount monthly. So potentially that gives me 6 months. So January, back home end of January, February, March, April, May, June, July. That gives me till July to either find like temporary work or decide whether or not I'm going to try and go out there full time. And or if I sell like all my trading card stuff in the meantime, that gives me longer. And then I might be able to like not work next year. Potentially then focus on YouTube for the year and streaming for that year. And then at the end of the year, then go and do the 4 months, or then go and look at doing the year. Fuck, why does that sound exciting? That sounds exciting. Like, I like that too much. I like the sound of that way too much. Because I don't have to dig into any of my savings. Like any of my current savings. I'd have to dig into my future savings that I'd have to save. But I don't dig into my current savings. And it's only using money for the next few months. And I could do it. Okay, I could do Christmas and New Year's in Japan. Ooh, it pushes up the price a little bit. Not by much, actually. The low end is still the same, it's just the higher end. Do it. I like it too much. I like the sound of it too much. I like the sound of it too much. Because it's a dual thing, right? So then, going into early next year, it allows me to start working on like videos and longer streams. Because I'm gonna have 12 hours a day. So I'm gonna have basically all day to do it. And also during that time, it's not like I'm not gonna receive any money. I'm gonna receive dividend payments from my ISA, so that's also another bonus. How well is this doing? Yeah, that's doing about as good as I thought it was going to be doing on day one. Why did you remove all of that? I clicked on the SpaceX IPO and it's like trying to get me to buy the SpaceX IPO. I don't want to buy SpaceX shares. Thank you very much. It's not worrying over it per se, but like I gotta think realistically. Like, I've been consistent now for a little while, and as cool as it would be to just like upload little bits of like I'm in Japan, it's also like it would very much destroy the stream schedule. But then when I come back, it's a case of I can be more consistent because I can do daily, I can do longer, I can then do other stuff. So it's like, it could work better. Basically, the way I'm thinking of it is taking a gap year. Keep in mind, realistically, I took a gap year 2018 to 2021. I took a gap year. So I was out of work, I was out of education, and I was just sitting at home. But we'll see. All right, hello. Yeah, thanks for bye. See you on Monday, where hopefully I might have made up my mind. I might have decided as early as this evening. Just thinking about it. I don't know why my brain went to I've got to go out there and work. I don't have to go out there to work. Like, not immediately. Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, I think I do want to do it. Oh, it's fine, Cloud. I think I've made my mind up, and I think I want to shut up about it because I don't think many people care about me potentially no longer streaming and potentially moving abroad. It's not a thing for a layman that has like no dog in the race, so to speak, and they're just tuning in and it's their first ever stream. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying people don't, but I'm just saying the regulars. This is more a conversation for regulars than it is for a conversation about for non-regulars who are just tuning in for the first time. Because the thing is, I might be able to goad my family into coming with me during that time. So I might, because my granddad was thinking about doing it, thinking about doing like a week or so out in Japan. And my mum was like, if you go out there, if you go out there to work, we'll come see you for a week. And I'm like, well, I can change it up and be like, I'm staying in a place for a week. Come out and say hello. Come out, spend the week, we can go and do some cool stuff. That's not bad at all. Hold up. So I can pay for a place that's £1,000 a month. So £2,000 for 2 months for 3 people. Oh, you see, the price goes up exponentially from there. But, like, that's not bad. £1,000 for the month. I can book it for 2 months. The only problem is, right, like, my family would very much prefer to do Tokyo. But for me, I'd prefer to do, like, further afield. Isn't insane. You should do art, Cloud. You should just do art. I also think 2 months would be a reasonable living experience out there. But the problem is I don't want to bankrupt myself. Like, some of these are like 30 grand for a month. It's 9 bed, 1 bath, but like 40 grand for a month. Again, it's also because of the time that I'm booking it, right? If I do it for... I did it for like 30 days. If I said I do it for a month total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say Saturday. No, Saturday to Saturday to. Again, 5 futons, 1 bath. Oh. 150-year-old traditional. It's a bunk place. Maybe not. Not if I'm staying there for a month. Again, if that includes like breakfast and food and that, who am I to say no? A private campsite? Convenience store 5 minutes away. Coin laundry 5 minutes. Oh no, if I was to go, I'd take shitloads of pictures. It would be one of the things that I would do. There you go. Literally 3 futons on the floor. £800. £850 for a month. A month, yeah. Lock on the bedroom door. Mountain view, kitchen, Wi-Fi, dedicated workspace, free parking, pets allowed, washing machine, air dryers, tumble dryers, exercise equipment, air conditioning, smoke alarm, fire extinguisher, first aid kit. There's a kitchen. There's a fridge. Like, no, like it's literally. And I'm there for 3 weeks. Let's see if I upped it from then to then. 56 nights would be £1,300. £1,100. That's insane. That's insane, though. You want pictures I send to you, though, so you can steal them for reference? Yeah, you can have them. But keep in mind, it's £1,000. Like, that's affordable. 4 people. Hold on. Living room, staff room. There's 3 private bedrooms. A kitchen, a bathroom. Oh, there's only 1 bathroom. A little bit rough. It's 1 single shared bathroom. Okay, maybe not that place. So I could do 48 nights in one place, which would take me 1,500 quid for 48 days. Oh no, that's not awful location. It's a bit of a drive to get anywhere, but I think the more I'm thinking about it, the more I like the idea of doing 2 months just touring before making my mind up. Because it allows me to... It feels weird that it's Friday. It allows me to experiment. It allows me to roam, find out stuff, you know, local, see how I can get on with it. It also... Oh, nice. Nice, Cloud. I hope you have a good time. It allows me to kind of experiment with that kind of stuff. And you know, it's fairly... It just allows me to have that kind of option. And so 2,000. See, to me, to book it for 60 days, £2,000 is not that bad. And it's not far from where I'd want to be during that time anyway. I understand a little bit. If I'm going to do it, I'm gonna spend 5 months just fully going in on it. To be fair, they might not allow me to do it. They might not allow me to book it. That's the thing. The only well, it's not really a downside. It's 2 bedrooms and four, well, it says 5 occupants. But we'll see. Again, it's like in a really nice, ideal location for where I want to do stuff. Without being extravagantly more. Oh, that's a cottage on the other side. Again, it'll allow me to book it out for 60 days. Cost me £2,300. 3 single beds, which is good. They look like hospital beds. But at the end of the day, that doesn't particularly matter. It is literally just a cabin. Two parking spaces, which is good, because I'd rent a car. Again, a lot of people stay one night, but I don't want to be like... I don't want to be that person who's like, yeah, I'm going to book for a month in advance. But to me, £2,000 for a month isn't that bad. Like, the rental does come out to about the price that it recommends. Self-catering will probably come out to about the price it recommends. Car will probably come out to about what it would be. Fuel, probably about the same. Phone, SIM will just be, you know, the price. And activities. Because the thing is, right, is I can split the cost. So if for instance, I'm like, right, my granddad's coming out for a week and he's coming to do that, yeah, we'll go and do that, and, you know, we'll split the cost for a week. But then I stay out there. Oh, the next week, my mum's coming over. Well, you know, we'll do that. Move to your desk, Cloud. Get out of bed. Stop being lazy. To be fair, I'm only going to go to 3,400 today, and that will be where I'll end it. But no, I think I'm going to do that instead. Because the thing is, I can say to my granddad, hey, do you want to go out for your birthday in December to Japan? The other thing as well... Oh, no, he can't, because he can't book more time off work. Oh, man. My brother... Oh, no, I don't want to steal the thunder from him. My brother's going to do Australia in the beginning of next year. And I don't want to steal his thunder by being like, yeah, I'm going to go to Japan at the same time and stay out there for 60 days. But I was also like, man, it would be cool to say, hey, why don't you pop on over and come and spend a day or two with me in Japan? But he won't be able to because he's booked 18 days off work, specifically so he can go and do Australia. So if I do 60 days, it's going to cost me about 5 grand. Between now and then, I can save up enough money to then also pay to keep my car running and subscriptions and stuff. Oh, I'm going to have to cancel a bunch of stuff. Let's do that now. I'm not gonna let these subscriptions keep sucking my money. Settings. I hate to do it to these creators that I support, but I need my money. I need my money, and I need it to not be siphoned from me. It's really annoying because they all keep the price the same. They all have the same excuse. When I go to cancel, it's like, would you like a discount for next month? No, unfortunately, I want to cancel. As much as I'm like, yeah, I would love to keep paying. You know, like, I need my money. Money. Yeah, Mr. Krabs. Don't get me wrong, I've been paying for these for, you know, without really reaping the benefits, so to speak, for a while. So I feel bad, but then I'm also like, I need the money. And looking at it, it is like, it is like, I think just Patreon alone was charging me upwards of 100, no, not quite 100, probably like $50 or $60 a month. I probably spend about 80 on subscriptions that I don't particularly need, that I still keep paying for. Like, I haven't like utilized anything that these subscriptions offer me, and I'm like, yeah, I should probably stop. Like, it's not a lot of money, but it adds up. I'll keep like 2 going, but like, I really need to trim down how much I'm spending. I'm just thinking, I bought Game Pass and Amazon Prime. I'll probably keep those for now. My insurance has just run out for my manual car, but I'm not going to worry about that until I go out and drive again. Let's think. That's that. I don't pay for Disney Plus. He pays for Disney Plus. Yeah, I was for the longest time, because I wouldn't correct it. Amazon Prime would be like, hey, do you want to renew it to your student price? And I was like, okay. I wasn't a student at the time, but I was like, well, it's giving me student price, so I might turn it down. And it kept offering it to me at student price, so I kept accepting it at student price. Well, I'm not gonna tell it no. If it wants to like make me pay student price, I'm gonna pay student price. If it wants to give it to me, I'm not gonna say no. But yeah, so I've just saved myself a decent chunk of money a month. I dread to think the actual amount. I can have a rough estimate. God. Let's look. So 7, 4, 11. No, I can keep that one. 14 plus 21. Let's count that last one. 21. 30, 35. 35. Basically, I've saved myself £35. Just on Patreon alone. And then the other one, I think I only saved me like £5. So I've saved me £40 a month. And if I was to get rid of my Amazon Prime, that would be another. Well, Amazon Prime and YouTube Premium would save me another £20. And then YouTube Prime, Amazon, and then what else do I pay for? That's it, I think. But I need YouTube Premium because YouTube Premium gives me ad-free viewing, which means I can play the music I play without ads. Because we've done that once before when an ad was playing in the stream and I was like, yep, I don't have it up, so I can't tell. Prime I don't need. I can cancel Amazon Prime. It was funny because Amazon for the longest time was going, we don't have your payment information. And I was like, you still charge me. Like, you have my payment information. So I'm going to cancel Amazon Prime, your Prime membership. Not change to annual. Cancel. End membership. Continue to cancel. Cancel today. Your Prime benefits will end immediately. No, cancel on renew. Are you kidding me? Oh no, you'll refund me for the month. Actually, yeah, no, do that. End of membership now. And give me a refund. Perfect. Now, let me just double check it is kept this because I bought this. Yes, it did. Good. It kept Project Hail Mary. Prime week is at the end of the month. Don't care. I don't want to spend money right now. So if anything, cancelling that does better for me. Cancelling it now and getting a refund is better for me because it means it gives me £9 back. Plus, it also means I don't spend any money at the end of the month. It's a double whammy. So then, instead of paying out £55, £60 a month, I'm now only paying out 12 for YouTube Premium, 24. Oh no, instead of paying out like £80 a month, I'm only paying out 40-ish pound a month. No, £30 a month. YouTube Premium, which is £12. Game Pass, which is £10 or £11. So that's £21. Plus maybe an extra 5 on just lingering subscriptions. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I'm glad I don't work in a distribution center. So, you know, that is at least that. But no, basically, I need to try as much as possible to save, to scrounge together as much money as possible to do that by November. But I also need to pay for driving lessons and get my driving test done as well in that time with that money. So basically, I'm going to be selling as much trading card stuff as possible. Oh, you work at a delivery station. Okay. Still an influx of parcels, though, I imagine. Yeah, no, basically, it's going to be a shorter stream today, for which I will apologize. However, I'm going to go basically try and decide what I'm going to do for the next few months of my life. And it could be fun. It could be good fun. Ooh, lovely. That must be great fun. That's good, your knee's healing. Yeah, you're a dancer. Give you more mobility, yeah. That's a good way of thinking about it. Oh, 9 resets left. That is a sad thing. Hey. I love it. I love it when we get quick back-to-back-to-backs. Cloud, at least think of it this way, though. If you're sitting at your desk and I end the stream, at least you're then sitting at your desk and not then having to get up to go to your desk after the stream ends. And the good thing is you can't even blame the music today because it's all just in-game music and not the normal playlist I have on. Still in bed? Well, get your ass out of bed. You got time. 6 minutes. Five left. Come on. Oh, you said that's making you giggle? Well, you can giggle all you like. This is the problem. I'm like, I want to end the stream as quick as possible. And it's like, come on, 5 minutes. 5 resets left. Oh my god, so many Caterpies. I can tell you to set you free. Would that have you? You can go free. You can go. There we go. Back on the Weedles. You're free, Cloud. You're free to go. Two left. 2 resets left. We're gonna give you 1 order today. Don't get 2. Okay. Well, if you're out of bed, then that's fine. And I don't have to give you another order. But if you're not out of bed, then I change it. Here we go. There we go, last one. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, I'm going to end early today. I'm going to sort some stuff out, but then I'll be back on Monday. To make up for it, I might stream over the weekend. No promises. I am free on Sunday now, so I might stream on Sunday, but no promises. Either way, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you when I next see you. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.